Frederick Douglass said it's easier to rebuild strong children than to rebuild broken men. So with Trinity Team, we're going back to the future, and I'm gonna build on that little boy that's inside of me and make him strong so we can help the future. But all 2023 know that Trinity Team here to make a movement. Let's go back to the future.
First of all, shout out to Crypto Jeezy. Damn good interview, my brother. Damn good interview. Salute and hats off to you. When you first text me and asked me how did I feel about it, I said, get your money, brother, because I have no hatred in my heart, as well as everybody is entitled to voice their opinion. So when I saw the title, I had to tune in and watch. So let me give you some social commentary back. First, you called me a hypocrite because you said I've been in the system and I'm listening to paperwork and I wasn't there. And you were there. But just like you placed him at the door with you hopping in the truck, you had 10 other people place them in 10 different places. And I gave my reason of why I think he's guilty. And I still stand on the fact that I think he's guilty. And that was the reason for my request of wanting to talk to him in person. Because we all know we could read body language when someone's lying to you or telling you the truth. I forgave him whether he's guilty or not. I forgave him from the bottom of my heart. That's why I'm able to speak about it the way I'm speaking about it now. So my reason for the request, so you and everybody else can know, is because if I sit across from him eye to eye, I can read body language and I know when someone's lying and telling the truth. That's the reason for that request. As far as me being on money time, no, man. My family won that lawsuit. You told me you Googled it and that was your first time seeing it or hearing of it. I gotta take you as your word. I can't say you lying. So if you read everything, they won that. So I'm not asking for something that's not theirs, but obviously, you know, they never received a dime of that money either. So that's next. That's my reason for speaking on the money situation every time I went somewhere, to say, hey, my parents didn't get a dime of that money. That was the only reason for that. I never said I would accept anything to say he's okay to coming home. What I said is if he do the right thing, then God will take care of the rest. And I honestly believe that because God is the ultimate judge. So when you do something, that's who you have to answer to, the man upstairs, not the man in the courtroom. The man in the courtroom, laws only exist because we as humans got away from the laws of the 10 Commandments, just so you know. And as far as the bouncer, as Peanut, that man got to look in the mirror. I had a personal relationship, so it ain't like I'm spreading rumors, oh, you talking to him now? I was talking to him since I've been home, if you really want to know. And you can ask him that. He cut my hair. He used to come to my parents' house. We used to go to that barbershop. So everything I'm saying is facts. Nothing I said was a lie. And that part I can give you because you know everything I said, I'm a man of my word. And as far as me saying I want him to say what really happened, of course, that's my blood brother. I want closure. Anybody will want closure. You were in the streets, so you understand this. I'm a nerd, so I'm speaking from a nerd's point of view. You the gangster, so let me talk to you, big gangster. When this happened in the streets, 2 things happen, right? It's either retaliation, somebody crashes out, or they get on positive time. I'm not a crash out. I'm a grown man, bro. I'm in my 40s. I have nothing to prove to nobody. So therefore, I turn everything over to God. So you can write whatever governor you want to write. You guys could turn any witnesses you want to turn. You can't beat the man upstairs. So that's who I put my trust in. I don't put my trust in the legal system. I put my trust in God. So when he do right by God, then everything else will come back to him. That's what I honestly believe. As far as the court system, I believe it's there for a reason. We got to honor authority. God honors authority. If I get stopped by a policeman right now, I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to go ham, ballistic, none of that stuff. It's yes, sir, no, sir. And 9 times out of 10, attitude determines the outcome of what's going on. I'm about to drop a video on that as well. It's called The Weight of the Badge. So tune in to Trinity Team 504 and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. And again, I do believe he did it with the stuff that I seen, the stuff that I heard, and the people that I talked to. But let's assume that he didn't do it. You're in your 50s, I'm assuming, because I heard you say he was a couple of years older than you. So you're probably around the big homie gangster age, right? So you early 50s somewhere. So with that said, you're a dad and probably a granddad as well. And I'm saying that respectfully, so I'm going somewhere with this. So you being a dad and a granddad, would you sit in prison for something that you did not do? Would you stand on a code? I understand if you in your teens and your 20s, I can get that, because we all were misled and confused and brainwashed at one time. But you in your 50s, you telling me that you're still willing to stay in prison for somebody else based on ego or some invisible street code? If you can look me in my eye and tell me that man to man, then I will still say you are full of it. And you said that he did start the fight. So even if that's true and a bunch of grown men jumped on him and already had the upper hand, what was the point of them shooting him is my question. If you already had the upper hand, you already jumped him, you just shoot him out of spite, you're trying to prove a point. Again, crash dummy mission. So he didn't deserve to lose his life. Proverbs 6:17, a list of the things that the Lord hate: haughty eyes, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. So starting a fight is not a repercussion for a gunshot. And as grown men, we can agree to disagree. I watch you guys over there at Think Twice podcast. So everybody go subscribe over there and listen to them. Real intelligent brothers. All three of them. I don't agree with their religious beliefs because you guys know I'm a Christian. But again, as grown men, we can agree to disagree. But you said something about hypocritical. So you push the pro-black agenda, the stay on code agenda, and all of this stuff, but that don't apply when it's black on black crime. I'm just asking, clear that up for me. That is what's hypocritical. So I'm not mad at you for speaking up for your family, because that's what you're supposed to do as a grown man, as a man in general. But don't get mad at me for talking about mine, because I'm going to continue to speak when it comes to my brother. Have a nice day. God bless you. And I wish you years of success and happiness, brother.